What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Hey, man, we in here on a Banner Tuesday. You know, I'm excited about Zach Banner coming back on the show, man. He was gone for a little bit, you know, but now we're back. Get a chance to hear from him. Hear how that Browns game went, a little behind the scenes. Got to ask him clearly about some of the spicy news going on right now with the roster, trades being had and whatnot. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a good day though, man. What say you though?
I don't think we've had a show since we won the Broncos game. I don't think we talked to him after that one.
Mm-hmm. Excited, man.
I don't want to say coincidence or anything, but remember how people brought up, you know, what'd they say? No podcast, little winning streak. So we already put that one to bed because we got the win with the podcast.
Exactly, man.
So
and if the O-line was playing great, it would be a different conversation.
Yeah, so the Banner show, we got to get a win this week to debunk any type of coincidences or jinx going on there.
But I wouldn't be opposed because then I could address this situation.
What? That's the Ebron drop, though, right?
I need something.
Oh, you're not liking it?
I need something, man. I was eating today. I'm like, bro, taste my mustache, man. I gotta cut this thing. Gotta go. It's gotta go. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it, man.
Are you committed to the Ebron drop scenario?
I'm committed to both, man.
It's the winning.
Hey, whatever it takes. Just whatever it takes. But it's a stretch for me right now. Like, I'm used to having the hair on my head. It's the facial hair that I'm just, you know?
I did see a comment from the Tomlin press conference that Ebron's working his way back, so he might have an opportunity there.
You are sick. Hey, man, he'll be back soon. Don't worry, man. You cut that thing this weekend. No, but I'm going to hold fast. I'm going to hold true to it. But I am about to hit my barber up to at least get it lined up. As we talked about yesterday, got to get that done, right? Sheesh. But, man, shout out to the people that are in the chat, man. I see y'all coming in here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I see Nick Watt popping up, man. Got the emojis. He's got my face. He's got your face. You know how we rolling in this thing. Can't forget G. Alexander. What up, Wangwan? You already know how we get it in. And then we got Bag Brandon tuning in as well, man. Definitely glad to see y'all. And Trina Steele Diva 5 by way of New Jersey, Georgia, Hawaii. Where else?
Did she explain that?
Yeah, you never explained, Trina, where this Hawaii came from. I mean, we like the fact that you know, are world renowned and you get your travel on like that, but we just trying to figure out where the Hawaii come from. And shout out to Thomas Riley and Justin Reynolds as well. Darius Mayo, shout out to you as well, baby. So definitely glad to see y'all. And Rashawn Jones, man. I don't think Rashawn's been on a live on a Tuesday before either, man. So shout out to you for that, Rashawn, man. Glad to have you here, baby.
So what are we going to talk about?
Whew, man, what happened today? Did anything happen in Steeler today, man? In Steeler country? Anything?
Some sucky news, some unfortunate news happened.
I mean, we said if you were going to trade Melvin, we wouldn't want him to be in the AFC. Don't send him to the contender.
And it's funny, too, because the initial rumors that came out a week or two ago, it was the Chiefs as the central team.
Yeah.
They were the ones calling us about Ingram. We're like, no, that's like one of the last teams we're trying to trade him to.
Anywhere but Kansas City.
Like, they're literally probably fourth or fifth on the list. Like, obviously no Browns. Although Browns, they might be heading towards irrelevancy here. But like Ravens, Bengals, probably Chiefs, they're third or fourth. You just don't want to trade them to.
And then watching last night's game as well and seeing when the Chiefs finally got their lead and were able to rush the passer, I'm like, they already got pass rushers like Frank Clark right there, Chris Jones right there.
That's what I was wondering.
You're going to give him another guy?
Is he going to be the third guy there?
No. He gonna be the other guy. Yeah, he's going to be the other guy.
Who's he going to be ahead of?
Who's the guy over there right now? It's not Okafor right there. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, so it's going to be him and Clark.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so he's going to get out there. He's going to have a good amount of time, and he got Chris Jones in the middle. So, yeah, I mean, it's the exact same situation. He probably thought that he could get worked out here. That's what it's going to be there now.
Highsmith, though. He had the good offseason. He had the good training camp. And he's been able to keep it up over these past couple weeks.
Very true. Like I said, he just got to keep going with it. And the only concern that I would have now is, will he take his foot off the pedal now that he doesn't have a Melvin Ingram here? Because in training camp, as much as we were high on Highsmith, Melvin was out there doing similar things in terms of kicking a ton of butt. We were like, man, it looks good because they're pushing each other. We can see them competing against each other. At the same time, under the umbrella of we want the Steelers defense to be as good as it can be. But then once the season got here, you kind of forget about that part. But then obviously as it goes on and now you start talking about usage in games. And like I said, money does become a factor because the less usage you have, the less chance you have to make a play, which in Melvin's sense hurts him when he hits free agency next year. So I could definitely understand it, but man, it's going to be interesting to see how my man Alex responds.
We couldn't find one other team. We couldn't find one other team in the NFC. The Rams just did that Von Miller trade. Yeah. They trade. You know what? Yeah. That deal even looks worse, to be honest with you.
Did they finally say like what the draft picks were?
Yeah, it's the second and third round pick.
It's the second and a third round. Okay.
Yeah, so you got Von Miller. I get it. You're trying to win it all this year. I guess you got to pay a little bit of a premium, but you could have got Melvin Ingram for a 6th round pick.
Yeah. But then you have to ask yourself, do you think Melvin will give you more productivity than Von right now?
That's fair, yeah. Von Miller is probably still the better player, but in terms of value, you just gave up 2 second-day picks, Von Miller, Melvin Ingram. Whenever we saw him out there, he didn't look bad. Looks like he still got it.
I just feel like the difference to me, Von is still a 60-plus snap guy.
Right.
I don't necessarily feel that Melvin is that right now. I think that Melvin can, do it if he needs to, but I think Melvin can flourish 30 to 40 plays. Whereas with Von, I mean, he's still been playing 60-plus snaps. That's not going to be anything new for him, and I think that he can still get it done.
That's a good point.
I just don't think he could do it at the level that he was pre-injury. But this is his first year back from that injury, so it's understandable. But that was the biggest difference for me. Whereas with Melvin, I just think that he's still going to be limited if you play him that much. No different when we talk about Ben, right? It's like, man, is he capable of doing it? Sure. Can he get you out of a game once or twice? Sure. But you don't want that for the duration of the season because that's only going to end bad for you. So when I think of Melvin, I think of him that same way. But if you're the Chiefs need all the help they can get on defense. So you bringing in Melvin, that's going to upgrade that situation. That's going to help you. He can play the run and we know he can rush the pass. That was why we were excited about him coming here as well. But I just don't man, why you got to send him to the Chiefs, man? Like you said, send him anywhere in the NFC. You could have sent him to Chicago. Even though we play in Chicago, you could have sent him to Chicago. It would have been fine. It's like, why you got to go to the AFC, baby? Into the Chiefs? Like, come on now. What we doing, baby? What are we doing?
I know they're struggling, but
yeah,
they're still going to be in the mix.
We know they're going to be in the mix.
They're going to be in the mix for the AFC wildcard. Once they get things together. I don't know if they'll win the AFC West, but I could see Raiders falling off. Chargers are 4-3. They're only a game up on the Chiefs right now, so it's not really a long shot. I'm kind of pissed off. I just wish it would have been an NFC team. Rams could have been perfect if they didn't make the Von Miller trade. Just clean swap, Ingram for Deshaun Jackson.
I would agree, man. Could have worked, but it didn't. But here we are. In a couple minutes, we will be having Zach Banner on, so definitely get ready for that. But before we do that, we got to pay a bill, because like I said, we're still catching up to all these bills we had to get paid. So with that being said, today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. Like I said, man, you never want to go below the waistline without your Manscaped people with you. And especially that Lawnmower 4.0 because it is smooth groove. And if you go low and slow, I'm telling you now, man, you keep that grass so your tree will definitely show in a nice way. So with that being said, we don't just talk about it with our promo codes. Y'all know this. So make sure you check out the promo code, which is Moats. Get you 20% off along with free shipping worldwide. Deke, you're worldwide. You're world renowned. I mean, you're our resident, just time guy. You're like, yo, where we at? Oh, I got the time right there. It doesn't matter because Manscaped will ship it to wherever they are as well. So with that being said, man, check us out. Check Manscaped out. Use the promo code and your delicate twins will certainly thank you.
That's perfect timing. We're 12:29.
Come on, this ain't my first rodeo. I mean, it kind of is on a Tuesday, but it's not my first rodeo, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So, yeah, man, you talk. I'll pull up the big man's number.
You give him the call?
Come on. Now.
I'll read some of these.
Baby.
Yeah, I'll read some of these Tomlin comments about Melvin Ingram.
Yeah, could you imagine if we have to wait and they call us and we're like, bro, I don't know if he's going to call. Is he calling? Not going to call? It can get a little awkward. So I just like how on Tuesday we're able to call them.
This is Brooke Pryor. Tomlin on Ingram. What the team needs is first and foremost
willing participants, not hostages.
That was just a sentence right there.
That's what it goes with.
He says that's how it goes. From a team perspective, it's better to have volunteers as opposed to hostages.
That was the L Bell line, man.
Some of the other quotes I'm seeing is just, hey, didn't work out. He liked working with Melvin Ingram. Seen some stuff on Boswell, too. He's in concussion protocol. Nothing crazy. Does have a chance to play on Monday night if all goes well.
I like it. Well, I'm about to call him up real quick so you get your headphones in and we will roll, man. Let's see what the big dog's doing, because we could definitely get back to some of those tweets at the end. Does he answer while we call?
Oh, yeah.
You know he gonna answer.
First show back.
Come on, man. He hype.
Moatsy.
There he is. There he is. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
Man, we hype, man. You know, it's your first show back with us, man. I've come back from the grave, so I'm excited as well. So, yeah, man, you know, we got time to talk today, baby.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Hey, what's up with the beard before we start? Is that still a thing?
It is a thing. In fact, I have multiple reasons why I got this beard. First off, you know, the first reason behind said beard is that we are winning. You know, when I was down, I was under the weather, had that COVID thing. I was nervous. I couldn't get a haircut. So that's how it naturally grew out. But then we kept winning. And then it was not only are we winning, but a certain player on the roster wasn't dropping any passes as well. So I said, I'm going to keep the beard as long as we keep winning and individual doesn't drop passes. So far, so good.
Well, just make sure your wife doesn't leave you. That's what matters most.
Well, are you digging the beard, man? Talk to you like the look on me, man?
I feel like you could do better. You don't look like a guy who's played multiple years in the league right now. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, man.
I feel like we could do better.
Well, I appreciate that honesty right there. But
I respect it, and I appreciate the loyalty, and I appreciate the good luck charm you got going. So I'm actually in a tight spot right now because I don't know what.
I think he's going for like the hipster look right now because he's got a beanie on. He's growing out the beard. He's losing some weight too.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do to make this beard work for me. You know, I get to eat and I get food in it now. It's like, I don't like that feeling right there. But I'm working on it. And are you a beard guy? I don't think I've ever seen you grow a beard out now that I think about it.
No, I just physically can't. Way to deflect and put it on me. I appreciate that. No, I physically can't grow anything more than I have. I mean, it can get, I get it once a week or, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so it's just, I feel like I keep it in check. But for what little I have, you know, I'm very grateful.
I like it, man. But dude, man, big win on Sunday, man. So just talk a little about what does a win like that do for the team in terms of you guys' confidence and stuff, man?
Man, it's just, especially, you know what I mean, it's an AFC North win. It's a very tough place to play. It's just always good to come out with a win, but especially over there. I don't know how to describe it other than that. You feel something special when you win in Cleveland. And you're able to, you know, it's not that long of a bus ride. You know what I mean? Because I've been on bus rides where it's hurt.
Well, going to your point, Ben looked a little extra hyped, and we see the locker room after. Everyone's hyped. We see videos popping up on social media. I'm just wondering where you're at, or if we're ever going to see you potentially in these videos. And if so, I mean, what are you doing? Are you busting a dance move? Are you just giving like a mantra in the video like, oh, let's go Steelers? I mean, can we expect you in one of these?
I haven't seen the footage. It's one of those situations that you forgot that there's a guy always with a camera around.
Always.
So it's like you just get used to seeing him around and like, oh, there's $1 million production coming out this week.
So nothing.
No, Deke, I know just as much as you do. Is that what you wanted to hear?
No. I'm saying, could we see a future like dance or something?
Are you gonna make a cameo on one of these videos? Get your dance on.
That's what I
have no idea. But Deke, I have no idea. Like it's not planned. It's just life.
Okay, we'll see then. Hopefully we do then.
I don't mean to have that complex of an answer. I'm sorry. Next question. I'm sorry, Deke. Deke, you have another one? What's the next one in your lineup?
Give him another one, Deke. Give him another one, man.
I feel like I butchered that.
You got Deke all red in the face over here. You know Deke can't handle all that attention, man. Jeez.
Right. Yeah. Zoom in on his face right now.
Something you may know a little bit more about. We had the Coach Tomlin to USC rumors while we were away. What was your take? I saw that you made a little joke about it on social media, but what was your take on it?
Dude, it would be awesome if Coach T was like that, but like he's not. You know what I mean? If Coach T went to college football, like if he ever did, it would be over. I really feel like he shut the game down. But also, that's like telling a guy who fixes cars, to go be a plumber. He'll be a hell of a plumber. You know what I mean? And it's just it's disrespectful. Like it's cool on one hand to like think about like and talk about in the shows, but like to bug him about it a bunch, I think that's why he snapped. Which rightfully so. I mean, I don't want to blow his bubble up too much, but he's the head coach of the Steelers, and yes, SC is a great program. I can attest to that, but it's just I don't know. You catch my drift. I feel like it was never something serious. We actually would joke about it. He'd be like, "Hey man, stop spreading rumors." You know what I mean? Just as a like a joke.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he finally snapped.
Well, I saw that Ben was wearing the USC glove. I think isn't Cam Hayward doing that too? But then I also heard they're trying to play like the USC fight songs in practice. Is that you? Is that you trying to do that?
No, I'm dancing. I'm dancing in that, but I'm not. No, I try not to egg it on because it's
fight
real
on.
If I do it.
Fight on.
Yeah, if I do it, there might be some more rumors starting up or some. I don't know, especially with Coach T.
Man, that's funny right there. Now, we know it was killing you not being out there on Sunday, man. I saw you doing your warm-ups and everything like that. But just talk about how impressed were you with the O-line's performance?
Man, a lot of bodies on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In a good way for us. Very, very physical. I'm not surprised. I know everybody is surprised, but you just got, like, I don't know. I want to answer that, professionally, Arthur. But to be honest with you, man, like it's not a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Like we all put the work in. They put the work in. Like we've been in the lab cooking. We're only getting better every week. I want to remain humble. I want to stay in character.
You don't have to stay in character. Look,
I have to stay in character, man.
When we see them performing like that, why you think we ask about it? When they were struggling, we won't go put you out there like that. Now they're doing good, man. Just talk your talk. This your chance. Get it off your chest if you need to.
you and French Dick over there are the homies. So when I talk to you guys, I want to talk real.
Yeah.
I just you know what I mean. I'm tired of it.
We appreciate that.
It's not like I can but I can't be mad about it, right? Because we had like growing pains at the beginning, and it's just one of those type of things that you just keep smirking and keep working. I did not mean to do that. That was natural. I'm a natural bar spitter.
That's what it was. Okay,
did you see that, Deke? Yeah, that was not planned.
Off the top. But speaking of, man, in terms of that growth and their improvement, what areas do you think they can continue to improve in? But more importantly, what areas are you currently liking about their O-line play right now?
Yeah, we can always improve in, making sure we don't kill ourselves and stay consistent in the penalty game. But I think just that cohesiveness and continuity. I think that's the thing that takes reps. That's the thing that takes games, and that's the thing that takes practices. And I think people are starting to notice that go, in a positive incline. But I just, like I said, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked when they put out good work. You know what I mean? We had our 24-hour rule. Now we're moving on to next week.
Hey, and speaking of that continuity, I saw you even took the old lineman to the Pens game. Was that last week, man? That's a part of that continuity and that bonding, man. Hey, talk about the importance of that type of stuff as well, man. Just in terms of not just hanging with your guys at work, but getting out the facility and getting together as well.
Yeah, shout out to Trey Turner for making that a thing, man. He it was something that we felt. Not too many of us know hockey, right? Like, let's just be real.
Yeah.
That was some of those guys' first hockey game. I've sat on the ice before, and I've sat at the Penn game before, so I understand it a little bit. It was unfortunate that Crosby wasn't playing, but outside of that, like, we had an amazing time. They did a great job in hosting us. I think that's part of that. That's part of the stuff that people don't get to see unless we do it. But we do it a lot. You know what I mean? And we get together and make sure we break bread or just spend time with each other outside of football. And you don't realize how big that is until you get to the point where you have those slopes, you have those downhill moments, so you have those things where those issues where things are not going the way you want them to, but you're brought back together. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there might be a dispute, like real quick in between plays. Like, no, you missed your dude, don't point me. You know what I mean? You get one of those type of altercations. I know Deke hasn't been in a physical altercation ever in his life.
Deke's still trying to beat up a cheetah. He over here eyeing dogs to beat up, man. You know how he get down.
Yeah. I'm sure if he keeps getting that effed up at games and stuff, he's sooner or later going to get in a fight. The way he likes to drink on game day.
Come on.
But anyways, like,
come on.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I told you.
There's always that one white guy. Right? And then
it got dicey out in Green Bay.
It did get dicey in Green Bay.
Brought to you by Icy Light. And like you have those struggles, you have those issues, you're gonna have those disputes, but then you just look at each other and be like, my bad. No, it's my bad, man. Yeah, you're right. It's your bad. And then you just move on and eat some more on Thursdays when we get together for Porch Talk.
Well, we were hoping to see you out there against Cleveland. Are you able to get into the process of that decision why you didn't go?
I wait to hear from Coach T, man. And every time it breaks my heart. But I'm staying optimistic. I'm showing up to work. It's all I can do. But like I said, I'm brokenhearted every week.
Yeah, it trust me, it's not nothing that anyone is questioning. I mean, I remember watching they going to Cleveland. There's 4 hours early. You're doing your yoga stretches and stuff. I'm like, okay, let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah. So we could definitely see it's on your end. You're ready. You're doing what you need to do. But at the same time, certain things we obviously know you can't control.
Trust Coach T, I guess.
No, absolutely.
Not I guess, but you know what I mean.
We got you, man.
You have a favorite play from the last game, one that sticks out the most?
Oh, there's man. I think it was probably the dagger at the end, but the one thing that you won't be able to see is the young pup, the young rook, 5'3", running down, getting in dudes' ears like a little pug. Have you ever seen a pug just like a little angry pug?
Yeah.
The KG's like a little angry pug, and when you piss the pug off too much and you take him off the leash, because we obviously won the game and we're able to kneel it at the end. It's just you don't get to see his little 6'1", 7 inches, like in some dude's ear that's like 6'5". Like it's like he's looking up and talking at the same time. It's hilarious. You'll never be able to see that unless you were at the game. Obviously, you guys were.
I like that.
Hey, so the Boswell situation, I got 2 questions for this. One, have you ever had an experience like that throughout your playing career? Someone goes down and you kind of got to like makeshift it throughout the game. And then also, what was going on the sidelines? Did you guys just all know like, hey, we're not going to kick this ball at all? Or is there some uncertainty? Like, just what are we going to do?
Can't answer the second one because that's strategy and gameplay. But the first one, and do you ever expect those specialists to go through anything aggressive or get hurt? No,
never.
Like, do you ever expect them to like make contact with somebody that's injury prone? No. Like so when that happens, you scramble. It obviously showed that we had to make some adjustments, and luckily we weren't put in certain situations. Definitely hilarious moment though. Just not the point of his injury, but just after the game. Because this guy's like, you never expect your kicker to be in concussion protocol. That's it's like you want to laugh, but you can't. But he's perfectly fine, so now you can laugh. That's basically what happened.
Hey, kickers, specialists. Just keep them over there with the kid gloves on in the kiddie section until we need them.
Hanging out with Deke.
Come on now.
I was thinking that whenever I saw some pictures online with Boswell, like holding the ball, like he's about to throw it, I'm like, yeah, this is probably how I would look if I'm back there scrambling, trying to make a play.
And he's a better athlete than you. Just think about that. Like,
yeah, definitely.
So obviously there was a big trade today, man, with Melvin getting shipped to Kansas City. But leading up to that, we obviously were getting the reports about him being disgruntled. At any point, did y'all ever feel like he was a distraction or the situation was becoming a distraction?
Nah, Coach T kind of just ended that, and he separated it from the weekend, which I think is compliments to him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was compliments to him, and he kept it within the team, and he really kept it pushing. For it not to be as a distraction, because it's a big deal, man. He's
100%, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, respect to him. Definitely one of my homies moving forward.
Yeah.
It's just for it not to be a distraction this weekend, and we were still able to pull off a win. That was great.
No, seriously, man, because we were concerned, man. Obviously, we know not just what that would mean for him, but also a guy like Alex Highsmith, who's still young and finding his way in this league as well. So that was the other thing I was wondering about.
Did you see that chase down? Did you see that chase down at the end? Like wrapping around that counter. Like if you ever run back that film, and after their down blocks and they had guys pulling around, edging around, like if Alex doesn't make that extra effort, Chubb is gone.
Oh, no question.
And to be able to chase that down on the backside of a gap scheme is very, very impressive, because that's just all effort. You know what I mean? It's great read, clutch play. Alex is a really good friend of mine. I expect him to keep stepping up. Big play by him on Sunday.
No, 100%, man. And Alex, man, we definitely like him a lot as well. Now, going back to you, though, just in terms of now that you've been back out here at practice for, a couple of weeks and stuff like that, how do you feel? Are you closer to where you were pre-injury form, or, just how you got your groove back? Like, what we looking like?
Man, I feel really, really well, really good. It's just one of those things I can't comment on, man.
No, you're good. Yeah, we was trying to make sure that you felt like you were getting back in your groove. That's what we were trying to, get to that part. So
yeah, I feel straight. I feel straight, man. I'm getting better every week. Like I said, it's just heartbreaking every week, but it's all part of Coach T's plan.
No, I could definitely get that, man. And then we also saw where Matt Canada, I know he had spoke on this a week ago, just talking about your potential role when, the media was asking him, would you do the extra lineman role? And he obviously was like, that's something that they would look into. But what I want to know, just from your perspective, is that something that you will be open to in the short term until you get back into the starting lineup? Or are you just trying to solely get back to that right tackle spot? Hold on, we lost you.
We lost you for like the first sentence.
Hold on, say again, we had lost you, man.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm it's one of those situations I'm ready to do whatever Coach asked me to do.
Bad.
And I mean that in the most humble way. I see myself as a starter, but like, Coach has said, and like people have said, there's a process. I'm not hinting towards what I'm planning on doing. Like I said, I show up to work and, practice my tail off and get better every day. And then at the end of the week, I'm giving the thumbs up and thumbs down, and I haven't been given that thumbs up yet. And it's just, like I said, it's heartbreaking. But the only thing that keeps me going is like feeding off the energy of my teammates and their success, and being there for them when they go through their downs, and then grinding with them during the week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
It's like being a part of that process is the only thing that's keeping me alive right now. And I don't mean that in a scary way. Like, I'm thinking
right. I got what you said.
Yeah. But like, it's
why the hot metal? That's the way you want to go to, just right to the facility. That's what we doing now.
It looks like I can change my mind like halfway through.
It's like the hot metal.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to joke about suicide, but at the same time, like, I can like, hey, maybe if I, you know what I mean? I can still. Those other ones.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. But like that one looks like you can like, hey, like, all right, let me.
I'm 50-50 on this. I'll be all
right. Right.
No, we can definitely respect it though, man. 100%, man. But dude, as always, man, we always appreciate you taking some time to hop on with us on a Tuesday, man. Continue to do your thing though, babe. We'll be looking for you, all right?
Love you guys. Deke, I'm sorry for butchering your first question today, so my bad.
Nah, you can maybe blame me. Maybe it was a bad question.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna point the finger. It was definitely a bad question.
Later, guys.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, bro.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Banner. Boy, that was a good one right there, man.
Oh, that was fun.
That was a good one right there. Yeah, I did see some of the questions come in, and we actually had already had those popped up in there we were going to ask. So we were all on the same page in terms of would he be playing, that process of, what goes into him actually getting out there and things like that, man. But yeah, man, it was definitely good to hear that, though. He sounds still in good spirits, which 100%. Is the thing that I was concerned about, because as a competitor, man, you want to get out there, right? And the longer it takes, the more of the thumbs up, thumbs down that he's having to deal with. Sometimes, man, it can have a negative effect on you, man. So it was good to hear that he at least was in a good standing right there, man.
Oh, and then even the potential of him playing that 6 lineman role.
Yeah, he said he was open to it as well, man.
Whatever it takes to get the team some dubs. Just looking through, is there anything we want to touch on before we sign
do we
off?
have anything else from the Brooke prior? I know you were reading off some of the tweets from Coach Thomas.
So that was like 20 minutes ago. So I'm seeing if there's any like new comments that are popping in. If there's any other topics that he was giving answers for. But let's see. No, it's just more on Ingram.
And he still never goes into the specifics of everything, though, huh?
I think that was it, but that was before we started the interview. I don't know if they kept pounding him about that as the press conference went, but Tomlin, here's something. Tomlin on backups at PK, punter, holder, and long snapper. Has guys identified as those backups. Doesn't mean you're comfortable using them.
No, 100%. I could definitely understand that. I remember with the long snapping situation, we had like 2 guys that were technically like backup long snappers, and Debo was one of them. But none of us really felt confident that if we had to go out there in a game to be able to actually like snap. I know, like I said, I was a backup wing on field goal blocks. So one of the tight ends, I would back them up if they got hurt. I was like, man, I never felt comfortable if I had to block somebody. Man, y'all better get that ball off fast because it's going to get blocked if you're worried about me. So, yeah, I definitely understand that right there, though,
That's
man.
probably one of the scenarios if there's no other options.
Yeah,
we have
like
to
last case dire need.
Because I feel like if it came down to us being tied up, like, say, 10-10, fourth quarter, we're at the 10-yard line, do we not try to kick the field goal? Like, no time left either. Yeah. But I guess going back to what you said, you could butcher up the snap or something.
You messed that snap up. That's a block, and now we're out here, linemen chasing after skill players. You know what I mean? Because the skill players are the guys who get the ball typically on these blocks or these fumble snaps. And that's my only concern. I'm like, I just feel like a lot of negative can happen right there. But it's gonna be interesting, though, man. As long as my man Boz is out that protocol by Monday, we're good to go.
Well, yeah, it even sounded like from what Banner was saying, he's all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
worst case he's missing this.
All he doing is just 2 steps and kick it. Boss, dang, man, you all right? Nah, I'm playing. That's my dog. That's my dog right there.
The only other thing with Tomlin on the Ingram situation is I believe he mentioned that's why we like to build through the draft as opposed to going through free agency.
Because guys are a lot more committed, a lot more loyal and buy in. Whereas when you come through free agency, you're more mercenary style. You know, it's like, hey, I'm here, I'm paid to be here, but I don't have any ties here. And not everybody is as eager either to actually like buy into a city. You know, that's the other part. I felt like for me, when I came over, just speaking from experience, right? Coming from Buffalo, I was still young in my career. So buying into Pittsburgh was a lot easier to do. And especially once I signed my longer deal here. But it didn't feel like that the first 3 weeks, you know? And then I think when I went to AZ, similar to Melvin's situation here now in terms of my age and in terms of where I was at playing wise, I'm not buying into AZ the same way he wasn't as prone to buy into Pittsburgh. You know, it's just one of those things, just different stages of their career and stuff like that. So I can understand that as well, man.
Only other thing, he's saying Taco Chardon filled in. Yeah. Filled in pretty good. It was adequate.
So he'll probably get the
he's
9
excited
for 53
about,
now, man.
He's excited about Highsmith's growth, too.
All right.
I think we all are, too. The main concern with losing Ingram for me was depth.
Yeah.
If we played him on a 3-man rotation, that was house money. That's good. It didn't matter. It was more the depth reason for keeping him, in my opinion.
I can understand. I like the depth that he brought. I mean, that's what we talked about yesterday.
But he wasn't fond of that, and I understand that.
Yeah. It's like that, man. But that's the beauty of life, man. Adapt, evolve, keep going. So with that being said, man, That's it for the Zach Banner Tuesday, man. Shout out to the homie. As always, a ton of fun. Everybody that was on the chat with us, man, we greatly appreciate you guys as well. And yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah,
little Wednesday
Steeler Bears preview.
Absolutely, man. Definitely looking forward to that. So everybody stay safe out here. Enjoy your Tuesday. And until next time, baby.
Peace.